Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you guys are having a real good weekend. Uh, I had an interesting weekend. I got to spend the weekend playing Legos with my nephew. He's 6 years old. He's never really messed with Legos that much before. He had some Duplos when he was younger, so we never really got to mess with Legos that much. So we busted out all of my old Legos from his grandmother, my mother's attic. Giant tub of the things, and we spread them out, and he started putting together things, and I started playing with them and stuff like that. Like, he made a little base. I'm like, oh, I made space pirates to come after the guys at your space base. He's like, yeah, but I've got dragons and horses and stuff guarding my space base. And I'm like, oh, you're right. Which guy beat him? And he's like, oh, this dragon beat him. It's like, oh no, the dragon got a promotion. So the dragon then became Lieutenant Space Police Dragon, Axe Dragon, because he got an axe that we put in his hands that he was able to hold and fight with. And because he got a promotion, he got a cool promotion to lieutenant, which in this whatever we found a little flag to put on the dragon's back. And then we also found a weird little green crystal thing, and we're like, and my nephew's like, what is it? I'm like, it's a Chaos Emerald. He goes, really? I'm like, yes, because he's a big fan of Sonic. So he got the Chaos Emerald because he got promoted. You get promoted, you get the Chaos Emerald. That's how it works. So we had a bunch of silly fun over the weekend, just kind of working on like building little things and doing weird stuff like that. Makes me appreciate how nice it is just to be silly sometimes. You know, you just gotta be silly. Not that you would know that I ever am silly. I never do silly. It's not like I do silly voices like this or anything like that. But yeah, so that's what I did with my weekend. It was interesting. Exhausting, I will say. Spending that much time around a 6-year-old is whew. I do not envy my sister. It's like I was sitting there going like, that's more kiddo than I can use. I'm used to. But it was fun. It was fun. We had a good time. We made a whole bunch of weird Lego things and everything like that, and I just had a good time. We watched movies and he kept asking me to help him beat levels of. He's got. It's a game called Sonic Superstars. I've never even heard of this Sonic title before, but he has it on a copy of it on the Switch, which it's my mother's Switch, his grandmother, that I got for her so she could do Animal Crossing and play Boy and His Blob and stuff like that, because, you know. But he plays this Sonic Superstars, which I never heard of, but he asked me to help him with stuff like that. He's like, I hit the guy and he didn't die. Why didn't he die? I'm like, okay, let me see what you're talking about. Let's start playing the area for him. And so, oh, he ran into a boss fight. He's not familiar with boss fights. Didn't realize that bosses took more than one hit. I can't even remember how I figured that out back in the day. Of course, my very first video game, you want to talk about, there was no, one hit does things. It was like, my first video game was Metroid. So, you know, I'm sitting there like pulling all-nighters with my friends in grade school. We're trying to beat Kraid. Doing the best we can because it's the NES and there's no saving in Metroid. Everything is password based. And even if you had the passwords, it's like it starts you back at the, you know, entrance of whatever area you were last in. Not super, you know, not super helpful. So it was always a grind. So I guess my mindset was the fact that, yeah, bosses do take more than one hit because you need missiles. And of course that's not 100% true. I did have those moments with me. When I first met my best friend when I was a kid, he had the Nintendo Player's Guide. For those who remember, like the old NES Player's Guides, they had it was a black cover one. We called it the Black Book, but it had maps to a bunch of the early NES games, whole bunch of just a random assortment. But it had all the maps of Metroid, and he was playing with that, and he and a few other kids, and they're like, okay, well, we gotta go into a ball and get under this area, because they're pretending to go through the map of Metroid. And me, I walk up behind, I'm joining in playing with them, and you're like, okay, I get on a motorcycle. Like, no, you can't go through a motorcycle on this part, you have to go into a ball. Why? Then again, I never really had I mean, that was like when I was like, I never played games at that point. I never played a single video game at that point. So I have no idea. I have no idea if it was like, it was such a foreign concept to me. What's going on here with YouTube? YouTube's saying that there's an error? Stream health. It says stream is healthy. What are you talking about? Crazy thing. I have no idea. Speaking of games I know nothing about, tonight we are playing Slay the Princess. This is a game I know nothing about. I've never watched anyone else play it. I've never read anything about what happens in it. I am about as blind into this game as you could possibly be. Other than the fact that it is a game I have been told that I have to play, and a game that is titled Slay the Princess. So I assume we slay a princess in it. I don't know. As I said, I don't know anything about it. So we're trying this out tonight. I have no idea what'll happen. I have no idea how much we're going to stream this one. I don't know if we're going to do a lot, little. This might be the only one. I don't know. We'll see. I have no idea what to expect with it. If you are familiar with this game, I ask that you please do not spoil anything for me. I want to be going into this as blind as possible. Speaking of going in blind as possible, we have another Renegade Hydrate tonight. This is Sprite Tropical Mix. It's got just a bright orange label, nothing else. It's kind of disturbing, honestly, how orange it can be. It's like, how much orange could it be? And the answer is probably some, because there's all the white parts that make up the lettering, and that's not orange. That's less orange than there could be. So that much more orange. I just picked this one up because it's just lemon lime and tropical flavored soda. Tropical isn't a flavor. That is a geographic region. I don't know what that necessarily means. That doesn't tell me anything. But most things that are tropical flavors, I can tell you for sure, not my favorites. So I thought that'd be a fun one to throw on for the Renegade Hydrate for tonight. So, that being said, shall we get started and dive into Slay the Princess? So this is for the subtitle language, right? This doesn't change the actual spoken language in at all. So could I have them like where they're speaking French, but the subtitles are in like Spanish? I did that once on when DVDs were a brand new thing. Oh God, Sal, listen to me. When DVDs were a brand new thing. God, I am old. No. When DVDs were first coming out and they had the options for different languages and stuff like that, we would watch movies in French with Spanish subtitles, and we would just be sitting there going, we have no idea what's going on, and it's hilarious. Black Tabby? Serenity Forge. This is a horror game and not intended for all audiences. Please visit blacktabbygames.com if you need a list of specific content warnings. It does contain flickering image effects as well as parallax effects that on rare occasions have caused motion sickness in players. If either of these effects cause health issues for you, please disable them in the game's preferences. Some flashing light things have made me sick before in horror games. When we did Stories Untold for Halloween a few years back, like when I was editing the clips, the flashing blue and reds like on the corners of the screens like actually were making me feel a bit queasy, but I don't think it's going to be a problem this time. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. You just told me it was a horror game. Well, she doesn't look happy. Preferences. Playing windows, blinking, auto advanced text, parallax effect, boil effect. Not sure I want to know what that is. Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Well, that sounds nice.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, what? How does that work? How can one person possibly be connected to the end of the world? Yeah. If you consider that maybe the only reason the world's going is because she's locked up, I don't know about that. I mean, granted, that could be, but that's only if she's the one who ends the world. We don't necessarily know that. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? No, they're the royals. Are you kidding? Can't someone else do this? Fair. Forget it, I'm not doing this. And have you considered maybe... There's so many choices for the very first thing. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
The birds and the trees
You
would
have to
argue
put an
otherwise.
end to her.
I think the birds and the trees would probably like it if there were no more people. So I don't know if that's... I think that's a very perspective-based thing about... have to put an end to her. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Well, that's a terrible bit of logic. Like, just because you're already here should be a justification for wiping out a life. I don't necessarily buy that that's the way that should work.
Don't linger on the specifics.
What do you
You
mean,
have a
don't
job
linger?
to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
So it's cleaning up the latrine. We consider that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
I don't know. Maybe I'm depressed.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Are you saying just because I'm depressed, I'm evil? Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution! Look, I'll go into the cabin and I'll talk to her. If she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until at least I had a chance to meet her face
Then
to
I
face.
guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Well, Mr. Voice in my head, what if you're the one feeding me honeyed lies?
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Okay, I will.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
I mean, let's not assume we know what we're supposed to do here.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait, he's not me? Who am I? And then who's the hero? Oh, I don't get any options this time.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Question voice in my head. How is the dust staying on the walls? Like, floor, I understand. Table, dusty, definitely. Frame of the door, totally can be dusty. How is the dust staying on the walls? Normally, dust tends to fall with the direction of gravity.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So I have to use that blade. I can't, like, use a chainsaw.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Well, what about ninjutsu? They say Steven Seagal can kill a man with just his bare fists. They're wrong, of course. Steven Seagal can't do that. Steven Seagal is terrible. Besides, guess we'll enter the basement. We'll see what this princess is all about.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I feel like you're not being unbiased in this whole thing. Voice. Like, you're making it seem like this is a nasty place. You're seeing, like, painting a very creepy picture here. It's just a basement, man. I've been in lots of basements. I grew up in basements.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Not the voice in my head?
She sounds dangerous.
What?
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
What are you talking about right now? Listen, you would have want to talk about we need to save her, blah, 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 blah. Voice it up in my head is telling me this is an oppressive, terrible thing. You're talking about the fact she sounds strange. She does not sound strange. She asked who's there.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
What do you mean, it? Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
But only on one side. What happened with the other chain?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Hero, shut up! You can't make up your mind.
Focus on the task at hand.
At least narrator's on point. I don't agree with him necessarily, but he's on point.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Well, it sounds like you were expecting that. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I mean, that's what I've said. I had not decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Or we could just talk and I can keep holding on to the knife.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
No, we can talk and I don't have to drop the knife. I think that's guys. I think this is a good compromise. Can we agree to that?
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
I'm not scared of anyone. I'm just very, very confused and I'm keeping my options open.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
What resolve? My resolve is to talk while holding on to the knife.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
No. Knives have a thrown range of 30-60. Granted, I have a -1 to my dexterity, but that's besides the point.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Quiet, you. I could just slay her. I'm sorry. Can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade, but I'd like to talk.
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far.
Hey. Voice in head. Chill.
No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
And you're just an idiot. I'm not listening to you at all.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
No, we could talk, and I can hold on to the knife. These things are not dependent on each other. I'm not dropping the knife.
Then I'm not talking to you.
What? And then I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already.
Listen, last time I listened to the voice in my head to do that, it did not end well for me. So we are going to do this my way.
Or drop the blade. Do something.
And you're sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Well, what if I don't? What's going to happen? She's chained up. Oh, you're forcing me now, huh? Well, you know, I tried to be hospitable. But I have no reason. I have not been given any incentive to just drop the blade, my one item of defense, in a situation, in a room where supposedly I'm talking to a princess that can end the world. And if she could do that, she kind of looks tough, not gonna lie. Hey, geese! Welcome in. Look, I mean, it's just, if she can end the world, we have not established how she can do that. I don't know if she even needs a weapon. I don't even know if the chains are doing anything in this case. So yeah, I tried to be reasonable. I'm like, I'm going to hold on to my knife, but we can still talk. How's that? And she doesn't want to talk. Fine. We slay the princess then.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
What's up with my hand? No, seriously. What is up with my hand? You know, right? Maybe those are accessories. Could be. And the last thing I want to be in is an accessory to the end of the world.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Huh.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Are we a reptiloid? I don't know. It looked like we had fur further up on our arm, but like scaly as we got further closer to the hands. So maybe we're like Beast Man from He-Man or something? I have no idea.
Holy shit, that hurts.
Oh, thanks for chiming in now, hero.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
See, yeah, actually, honestly, it looks almost like like a bird talon. I'm like a bird man? Maybe? Like the curled claws? But the curled claws, they're not coming out of the tips. They're coming out like fingernails, but they're curled claw. That is weird. But the pattern sort of looks like bird, like feet. She is very good with like one hand, like doing all this. She's very wriggly as far as I can tell.
We can still turn this around.
Turn what around? She's punching me. I'm stabbing her. Slowly, we are going to win. Finish the
You and the
job.
princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me?
Actually, no, I'm with the hero now. Narrator, what are you talking about?
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
State the facts of the situation. Let's not pretend you're being unbiased in this whole description business. You know, painting it as a dark and looming hallway and whatnot.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
I thought the heart was a little bit further off to the side. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe princesses have their hearts dead center. I always was under the impression that the heart was slightly off to the left.
Oh.
Yeah. We could have talked, but you had to be stubborn.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
I'm glad. I'm glad you had a good time.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder,
Huh.
do you really think this is the end?
You know, this game was like $18. I'm really hoping it's not. How's that for leaning on a fourth wall?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Wait. You kind of rushed that part. The adversary.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Right.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I thought we already slayed her. Yeah, but I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
They do spring back up from dying if we have more than one extra life.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Oh, good, you're still here. Oh, wait, you remember? Interesting. So Hero remembers what happened, but narrator doesn't.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're not keeping secrets from you. You just don't believe us.
That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
And who are you?
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Okay, let's assume that I'm telling the truth and all this really did happen. Why should I listen to you?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Yes.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Right?
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
We compromised with you.
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Yay! Wait, what?
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Well, apparently they did not.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Except Mr. Grumpy is now also in our head.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
I posit a separate question, Mr. Narrator. If the end result is the same, does it matter?
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Hold on. Yeah, let's talk about the princess.
Just be quick about it.
All she did last time was beat me to death. How does someone like that end the world? Better, I like this one much better. To quote you from last time, quote, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands? Hands, no, hand, singular. The other one was chained up. She beat us to death with one hand and a foot.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin and you'll be fine.
Okay, well, who locked her in there? Just, let's get some background information here. I don't want to die.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Well, if I don't want to die, I will complicate as need be.
Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions?
You know, at this point, it's purely to get underneath your skin, Stubby.
There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here.
I mean, he's an idiot, but he's got the right idea about this.
Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
But there's no energy. There's no meter anywhere on here that says energy. Okay, well, yeah, how do we not die this time? How about that?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Fine. You know what? Fine. This time around, we will just do what you say, and we'll see how that goes for us, huh? We'll see. Fine.
Right, now if you
Grumpy.
don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure there's going to be a parade and everything for me when I get back from this.
A warning before you go any further.
What?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I mean, she was pretty honest with me last time. She said she wouldn't talk to me unless I dropped the knife. I didn't drop the knife. She wouldn't talk to me. So then we beat the crap out of each other. The end. Worked.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Stubby, do you know the princess?
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
Right, but I'm curious why Stubby seems to already know what the princess is like.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
All right. Do I get something better than a knife this time?
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Something feels, different.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, can I just have, like, a gun? Hey, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
No, but there is a mirror there. A black mirror, which means we have a Netflix subscription. I got this one? Oh boy.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I want to look at myself and see how handsome I am. You know, with my weird, gnarly claw thing.
I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless?
Right there.
What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Why, July? But it's June.
But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Well, okay.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I know. Can I have a better weapon? I could ask why the place looks
The door to
different,
the
but
basement
quite
creaks
honestly,
open,
he's not good.
revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Stubby. What?
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
What?
A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
This is different. She's also taller. Dang.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Right. Why are you a devil now? Or a tiefling? Maybe. I don't know. Also, what do I look like?
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
Stubborn is kinky. That's not the voice I like to hear when something is kinky. That sounds like the voice that you get when you're like playing dice down by the docks while they're waiting for the ships to come in.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Oh, probably. I hope you heard all that, Mr. Narrator. It's a lot different than last time, but it definitely happened.
Fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
Yeah, but you're the only one. Don't you think that's weird?
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Well, I came in here with the very specific... not fighting the giant demon lady. Well, yeah, I told Mr. Narrator that you'll just do what he says this time and we'll see what happens. So, this time we're just going to go straight into the fighty fight and we're going to get our butts kicked, aren't we?
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your
That was her
onslaught.
chained up
Her
hands.
expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact.
Oh, that's not good.
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
No, Stubby, she's disappointed with you.
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you?
Oh, there's a lot of things I don't get. Differential calculus. Trigonometry. Mostly trigonometry. I actually did pretty okay with differential calculus, actually.
That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart.
Oh.
You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point?
Point is to have fun.
So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
Right, but but she wants me to do the thing you want me to do. So should I not listen to her and not listen to you? And
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through. Don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action. Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Stubby, you're saying the obvious here. That's not helpful advice. We said we're going to listen to the narrator on this one.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her. She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Yeah, I like the sound effects there, just like the wet meat slapping against stone.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Yeah, but are you ready to go for the championship belt?
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
Oh.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
Huh. Is that what it looks like when your brain gets gooped?
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah, that happens. Well, that didn't work out great for us.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
Oh boy. Stubby, are you really sticking with us on this one?
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
Oh boy, now another one. Thanks. That's just what we needed, was another...
So what?
Ow.
You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive.
Ah, I see what you're saying. Let her out, and then when she's out in the open, then we go after her.
Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning?
It's very nice that Hero is the only one staying consistent with this thread.
Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason.
Yeah, well, all of you have gotten us killed. Except for Hero. I think Hero's the only
We
one
have the
that
same
really hasn't.
destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further.
Spread?
Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too?
Well, I suppose the fact is, like, if you look at it in terms of, like, stone leaking out, like, her prison was stone, then the cabin also became stone, and now the woods are stone. Everything is stone? All things become rock.
Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
No matter what happens next, it seems all of our answers are in the cabin. Might as well see this through.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
No,
No
I
last
haven't.
advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
Oh, so you believe us about the whole looping thing now?
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
I don't disagree with that either. Hero, you're starting to make more sense to me.
Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
What's the inside
The
look?
interior of the
Ooh.
cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See, we have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it.
You guys are always so grumpy.
We can try to survive without our steel claw, but you've marked us as easy prey. You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You do see it, right?
I don't see a door.
All we see is a damned mirror.
This really is just like last time.
It smells of nothing. Yet
I like how we're making
it's
Hero
there.
just a little bit more cynical every time.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Why am I not surprised?
It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
Stubborn? I don't think you're
Falling
actually
is what may as
stubborn.
well
I think
be
you're just a
sheer
jerk.
cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess, her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
I feel like if I keep moving my mouse to the side, it'll open up the wall more, and it doesn't.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
Are you sure you still want to fight?
Dead certain. Everything inside of me screams for it.
I'm very angry.
We need to get closer. She needs to see us to give chase. You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot.
Is that down?
Soon,
I'm
there
very...
is solid ground beneath you. Remember every crack and crevice. We'll need to be faster than her.
Yes, we'll need to be faster.
Turn to face
Oh.
what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel.
Now she's looking more like a
Princess,
dragon.
imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face droops.
There you are. But this time you don't even have that little knife.
Do you think this is a joke? Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
No. I mean, you're going to.
Hot with rage. We can't get close if we want to live. But we'll be able to draw her out of here. She's hungry for us. I know I said this earlier, but I really have to stress how thin of a razor's edge you're on right now. We know.
And trust me, our head is still goopy.
The only way out is through the eye of the needle.
And we're going to win.
We'll need the steel claw. Grab it as we leave.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
I was not expecting our princess to be Bowsette.
Run.
Oh, you're not even giving me
Without
an
hesitation,
option.
you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Why?
Good.
Good?
You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
Because I'm a little bit hero, and I'm a little bit stubborn. I'm a little bit hunted, and we don't associate with the narrator at all. He's not with us.
Steel claw, now. Without missing a step, you grab the blade from the altar.
So you do want to fight me? Good.
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there.
And we'll take the fight with us.
Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
You know, what was our plan here? Sorry, ma'am. Just real quick. I have to talk to the voices in my head.
Do it.
Okay. That's what stubborn
Be
says.
swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you. You leap from the grass
We
and
slay.
bound towards the princess.
At this point, I
Keep it
don't
low.
think there's any way out of this situation.
Charging me head on? Brave and foolish.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left, now! As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again.
That's a deep cut.
Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch.
No, it's a bruise. There's a difference. One is caused by, like, a bludgeoning action, and a scratch would be caused by, like, a blade or a slashing or maybe even a piercing implement.
Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
We're actually gonna pull this off, aren't we?
You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
I like how the narrator seems so surprised by that.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady.
Right, but this is how he died the first time. Like, this isn't any different than that scenario, except that she's like twice as big.
More. Keep going. We can't stop now. You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground. Nothing. These blows are nothing to us. But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
Dragon lady?
You've outplayed me, haven't you?
I guess. I just did with the voice in my head. Why is my little cursor covered in blood now?
Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
What? No, what? Hands? You do not have a chance to respond. Something has taken her away. Something else left in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went. The narrator is gone. Oh, he is, isn't he?
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
Well, what are we doing here? Where are we, if not the world?
It hasn't ended. We're still here.
Thank you.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
All right, well, let's...
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Well, what else are we going to do, man? There's nothing. We can just float here in the void. You scared of the mirror now?
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
No, that's Tuesdays.
That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Yeah, get the princess. Wait, we already... You approach the mirror. Gaze? As you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time you see what's in it. It's you. Despite everything. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. There's a cabin? You were at the cabin. I guess we'll approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Hi. A lot of possible questions here. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I honestly, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what I am at this point. I'm kind of a bird, man, thing, a tengu. I don't know.
I think that you are like me.
Hands? You think I'm hands?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
So, you seem to be implying that we are godlike beings that have been trapped in vestiges of mortal bodies.
This one remembers a spark lost in time, and she would stop at nothing to reclaim it. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally remembered what she thought she'd lost.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Well, that's what I thought too, but I'm not all-knowing by any means. We could have... Maybe the end of the world does have us talking. In the other game we're playing on Sundays, it's the end of the world is a light pole with an old man in a bowler hat. Mm-hmm. You know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Oh.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you like the one that's behind all this?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay, but are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I said something similar earlier. And all the voices in my head argued with me about it. I'm getting the feeling that we got off on the wrong foot. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Right, but do you know what else is out here?
I know only that they are.
That is surprisingly unhelpful. Okay, so what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Now, you say that.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
So you want me to play through this whole slaying the princess thing again, so I could give you another vessel and feed you more lives, meat, if you will, so you can become whole, and maybe, after turning you into a fully awakened, sentient, eldritch horror, you might be able to tell me who the heck I am? I was sent to slay a princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that not what you were going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Okay, so yeah, energy can't be created or destroyed. It can only change shape. Yeah. You're being semantic.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Right, but you might know. I mean, it's worth asking, right? Aren't you scared of a way I'll find to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
I mean, what are you now, if not alive? Okay, how many pieces do you want?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
Oh, good.
I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Will... Question. Sorry. Feels this is important. Very important, actually. Character in game will forget everything? Or will Vry also forget everything? Vry does not want to forget everything. Vry has job to go to tomorrow. Do we understand? Make your hands jiggle if we understand. That works. What if I don't let you?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
So, an impasse. We're back at the impasse.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Okay, so we'll wait. So what if I wait forever? What does that actually do in this context?
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone.
Yeah?
I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Well, that's an interesting thought. I mean, it is fair. If you are sitting there in, like, literal nothingness for forever, it'd be very hard to maintain your sanity after a while. There's no sense of self. There's no sense of anything. and you just have to kind of sit there and conjure with your own mind endlessly. Or I think best quoted by Dr. Paradox in Ben 10. At first I went in mad, horribly mad, but then I went sane, horribly sane.
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage?
Is this talking about like me as a me or me as a not?
You'll always come back to the box because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Why do I get the feeling this is going to close the game on me? I was right! I guess we have to go back to the box, don't we? What folder did I put this in? Puzzles? Yeah, there it is. All right, come back, game. We'll have a conversation. You ever want to start up? There it
You have
goes.
returned to me.
Oh!
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
It starts right back here! And she was waiting for a... Oh. That's good. I like that. That's clever. Alright, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
You will not.
You won't.
Yeah. Everything goes dark and you die!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a prince. You're
Yes,
here
yes, yes.
to slay her.
Yes, to slay her, blah, 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 blah. Wait. You can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or RI on your... What is RI on the controller? Also, there's a controller option for this? End of the world? What are you talking about? You consider that the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's
While
locked
I
up?
appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Really?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
I don't know about that.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
No. You're wrong.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch. Viva la Revolution!
It's the spirit.
What is she the
You
princess
make your
of?
way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed...
Ignore
Yeah,
him.
hi,
He
hero.
doesn't know what he's talking.
I find it interesting, like, every single time we've gotten a voice in our head, that it was because of, like, we died, right? You know, that's when we got stubborn, that's when we got hunted. But we start with hero. So it implies we got hero from when we died and reset.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely. The blade is your implement.
Yes. Just go in the basement. I'm not going to take the blade this time. I'm going to try and talk this time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room. Her voice.
Hello?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
See, this time it's not...
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Lie. I'm here to save you. Lie. I'm here to save you. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock
Hi.
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
And we still never figured out what the deal with the other chain is.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Right.
Hi.
What?
Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What is your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You don't have a name, do you?
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
I don't know. Can you imagine being named Mario? What are you gonna do if I let you out of here? So Princess is your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
It's not your name. It's just what we can call you.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Not necessarily.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Yeah. You're the first. If I'm the first person you've seen down here for a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
I'm just, worried about your health.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
It is relevant. Shut up, voice in my head.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason,
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
right?
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You believe her? I mean, who could distrust her? No one whose eyes take up that much of a percentage of your skull could possibly lie to you.
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Look, if she was being malicious, narrator, if she actively was like trying to subvert us, she would have come up with something better than I don't know. Like, she would have come up with something that plays on our sympathies. She would have come up with something that like, made her sound like she was wronged. But all we've given us is she doesn't know her name, but we can call her a princess. And there has to be a reason, but she has no idea why. Like, it just... I get that you want her to be the sacrificial lamb for whatever you think will cause the end of your world. But I am kind of curious what happens if you... What if you give Godzilla a little love? Maybe Godzilla will help you fight the other monsters and not destroy Tokyo. Possible. On that note, have you ever seen the movie Godzilla 2000, chat? It was a later Godzilla. It came out in 2000, appropriately enough. But it was honestly, like, it came out in theaters here. It was literally in theaters for 1 weekend where I lived. 3 days. And then it was taken out of theaters and I got to see it. I'll always remember it because the end of the movie is they're all standing on the roof, all the main characters. And in the background, beyond, on the other side, Godzilla's like jumping around, destroying Tokyo. And the people sit there in like terrible dubbed voices goes, well, maybe there's a little Godzilla in all of us. And then they all laugh. And Godzilla's still destroying the city. The end. That has stuck with me as like one of the most impactful moments of stupid dialogue I have ever possibly witnessed in a film that I saw in a theater. I'd put that on par with stuff I would later see on the Sci-Fi Channel. Regardless, let's see what happens when we befriend Godzilla. Huh? Well, I can't believe they're keeping you down here like this. I'm gonna get you out.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're making a huge mistake.
Yeah, well, that is my mistake to make.
No, you're doing the right thing.
And you're not helping things.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I don't know, I can imagine a lot of things, even if I'm not physically able of doing them.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe there's still a key lying around. If not, we'll find something to break you
Okay.
free.
I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
You did this, narrator! I know you were responsible for this.
Is someone else here?
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
What?
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Well, I guess we're going downstairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Well, you know, I thought about it.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Everything's squiggly.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before
Ah!
raising her arm to her mouth,
Duh!
her teeth
What?
tearing through
Huh?
her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Whoa! No, whoa! That's... We really went there that fast? We went from having a nice conversation to happy tree friends way too quick.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Well, then what happens if we do that? Because you're not giving me anything to work with here, man. And right now, like, if I save her using this, she'll stop eating her own arm.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
That was not how I thought we would help.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
No, she didn't.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
We should probably get that patched up. Wrapped up. Something.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yeah.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Slay the princess, 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 warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
And I'm trying to be a decent person for once. This has a very, just Monica feeling to it.
The blade. Move the blade.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
No, it is not. The stupid narrator is taking control of me. Until I get a hold of his magic pen. Then we will see who tells the story.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
This is very cathartic after the last playthrough, I think.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Okay.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
I missed.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Yeah, but typically dying in a painful death or a princess is a heroic gesture.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Isn't that usually what they mean when they say there's jiggle physics in a game?
I'm sorry.
She seems more torn up about stabbing us than she was about gnawing off her own arm.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
No.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Aw, she cries Pepto-Bismol. For some reason.
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
He's actually kind of cute like that. The damsel. This is different.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Oh, now we have the smitten instead of the stubborn.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Like, 4 of us?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
I have no idea who does the voice, but really, it really sounds familiar in terms of like not the actor themselves, but like the voice they're trying to do for Smitten.
A warning before you go any further.
Oh, what now?
She will lie. She will.
Nope.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Yep.
I do, but I also speak from the heart.
We were-
My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Smitten sounds to you like the guy from the IT crowd? Yeah, that's it. That's where it sounds like.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
I wonder if I'm ever going to get another option of something to do on this screen, like besides go
The
to the
interior
cabin.
of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Or Mr. Handy from the Fallout series, same actor. Oh, I didn't know he also played Mr. Handy. I haven't watched the Fallout series yet. I really need to, though. I'm a big fan of the Fallout games, so I don't know why I haven't watched it yet, but other things I've been watching. I'm trying to cram all of the Revolutionary Girl Utena series into like the next like 2 weeks before the movie is in theaters that I got tickets to go see.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We're not taking the blade. Well, let's go take a look at the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
No, it's not.
Isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe it clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her
So
feet
we
and
do
leave
have
a feather
feathers.
out of place.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell.
I like how it's more of a
Gold-trimmed
castle now.
carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. But it's still a stone basement.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
No, it's not. This is nice.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Can you?
I've held my tongue to
I don't
her,
hear
but
anything.
you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess.
Although the background
Could
music
still
is
do
much
right
more
by her
pleasant on
mountain
this route.
Over-the-top fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Are
You
they?
walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Oh yeah. No, it is totally the guy from IT crowd.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
The fact that she's saying my dashing hero and everything to essentially a weird, decrepit Birdman is saying a lot.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Which is impressive, because we haven't got the speed boots yet.
And she called us a hero.
I bet you like that, don't you?
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence.
I didn't say anything about the
We've been
ravings
here
in the
before.
woods. We skipped all that.
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Oh!
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but...
Well, technically, you
What's
said
done
that the
is
end of the
done.
world happens when she gets
What
out of the
matters
cabin.
is you have a
Last
chance
time
to
she
do
did
it
not
right
get
this
out of the
time.
cabin. We were both locked in the basement. There's no bars on her window either.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset.
More like smashing, am I right, guys? Ahem. Anyways.
Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
This is horrible. It's so sad. You killed me last time, and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? I totally know why she did that. I'm not going to accuse her of anything. What happened after I died? No, first I'll apologize about the narrator thing here.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
Yes, shut up. No one talking to you.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
I was doing my best.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Do not backstab me on this, hero.
That's because she's perfect.
Thank you, Smitten.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Huh. That's actually an interesting question.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I don't know about that.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Oh, really? We just moved on right away. Okay. So, what you're saying then is the reality that we are in is contingent on my perception, not yours. You don't exist in this cabin unless I am here to come and try and slay you. Interesting. Interesting. Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
I mean, I wouldn't say no.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, it's not. I have no feelings on about the world ending one way or the other.
At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist.
To be fair, the existence of your world is in the eyes of a nihilist, so, you know.
The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long.
If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
I'm with you there, Smitten.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
I don't know if it'd be a moral disaster.
Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
I don't know.
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already?
Because she was waiting for us, dude. Don't you get it?
Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow.
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
Or would you rather trust me, the bunny? Yeah, I don't know why it would go for me either.
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Ew, facts. Ah.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
One of us has to be.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Imagine. That's the whole thing. We've got to just picture it in our mind's eye, and it will be. I mean, if reality is defined by us, and the only reason this world exists is so we can be here. It's a very solipsistic worldview, but that does seem to be what the game is implying. I don't see why our imagination cannot define what we are capable of doing in terms of breaking these chains. Like he even said, you can't imagine breaking the chains. I think we can.
I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand
Aww.
through her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
No, seriously, this solipsistic thing is like very much being hammered home in this round.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Narrator, I don't like what you're thinking.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Why did you phrase it like that? Make it sound like we're going to use the power of love to kill her.
What do we do now?
I don't know. Well, what do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
May I suggest cotton candy?
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Why do you assume that what you want is the one that's truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want to end the world. If you want to leave, then let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
The music just changed on us.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
She wants to leave? Check. Let's beat it. I'm with you. We don't have to worry about anything else. You want to leave? We'll go. We'll figure out what else we can do later. We'll go find cotton candy. We'll get ourselves a burger. Oh yeah, happy ending? I'm hoping this is the happy ending route, because we could use it after that last one.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually.
Soft tacos too. Heck yeah! Actually, I had soft tacos for dinner.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
My cynical story lover in the back of my head is just going like, the narrator's gonna do something here.
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Notably, no one actually in there to close and lock it. It's just doing it. It's the narrator doing it. There's no other people here.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Smitten, open the door with your love powers.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
That's how true love works. And that's why it's only with storybooks and, like, princesses and stuff.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
Yeah, but it upsets you, and that makes it better for me.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yeah, hero. I think we can open it together if we try.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Take the blade and slay the princess. Oh man, what a twist that would be of this whole route. So I did all of this and then, like, betrayed her. No, we're going for the happy ending this time. We want a happy ending.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
I know. And that makes me happy, Mr. Narrator.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works.
How does this work? You don't seem to ever specify.
Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
All we need to be happy is each other. If you stayed here and built a life together? No. She said the one thing she wanted. The one thing she wanted was to leave. That was her only wish.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. Our happy ending at last.
Yay!
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh.
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
There's the nothingness coming, swooping in.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
All of them? Oh. Bye-bye. You don't get a chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go?
The hands are back.
Should we try and find her?
No, we're not going to be able to find her. She's been taken
And is that a...
by the hands.
Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before. You always get
It feels
scared.
so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side, it's going to be nice. It'll be nice, guys. Chill out. No need to freak.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's not like we're going to die. We're just going to hop on to the next one.
She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
You're right, Smitten. She will. I don't know how it's going to play out, but she'll be there. Approach the mirror. Gaze into the reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone again. Mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. I appear to be goopier? Maybe? Hey, Docent! Thanks for checking out a book! Hope you enjoyed the Red Book of Spire. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Hey, we're at the cabin again.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Yep, I fed you another princess, I guess.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
I see.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
You know what? You're gonna lurk because you want to experience this game blind. That is perfectly understandable, docent. Let's see. When all this is done, you know what you want to be. You know, at the end or when you're finished, I'm gonna kill you right. Why? Why would we do that? I don't even know if we could kill whatever this is becoming. When I go back, it's as if a visible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Okay, so I guess we didn't run into this because we didn't really revisit any sort of paths that we did last time. So I'm guessing that if we try and do a repeat path, it'll block us at one point. Like once the route becomes kind of locked in. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
Okay.
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
You know what her dialogue kind of feels like to me? You ever watch the old, the life and adventures of Mark Twain? It was like a claymation special from way back, like in the 80s. But they did a clay version of one of Mark Twain's stories where it's like The Stranger. I can't remember what it's called. It's like The Stranger or something. But it's kind of sits there and talks like, I cannot do evil, for I do not know what it is. That's what her dialogue sounds like to me. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
You know, you'd think that would mean you would be kind to someone, but that does not necessarily mean that's the case. Is there something you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Fair.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel that I brought?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Yay!
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
I get that. It's just kind of weird to be going through this loop over and over and bringing you sacrifices of the same woman over and over again to turn them into parts of you. I get that that's not weird for you because that's all you know. But for me, that's weird. What is this? Enough with all this pretension, you're not actually saying anything? Well, then you would not be listening. She has said a lot. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark. Yet again, I die. All right, I think that's going to be it for us tonight. I think we had a good time. We got through 2 whole routes. Got to see kind of a trying to be more destructive route and a trying to be less destructive route. And kind of give an idea of kind of where we went with this. And I think we did a pretty good job, and I think it's fun. I'm loving this game. I love the fact that it's at the same time it's kind of silly and snarky, but at the same time it's horror, but at the same time it's incredibly philosophical. Like I said, it brings up this kind of solipsistic viewpoint at points where it's we are defined. The world itself is defined. Like, especially that moment where, you know, as soon as we died, we moved on to the next iteration. Not when she ended the world. But when we die, it moves directly to the next iteration, which I think is a fascinating implication to the greater mechanics at work here. I'm also curious why we're a bird man? I don't know. I'm getting like Howl's Moving Castle flashbacks. And so will we play this again? Yeah, sure. We'll play it a few more times. I don't know. I remember seeing something. I didn't see any sort of real details, but something about the fact that it's you don't need all the endings. You don't need to do all the routes to complete the game. I mean, you can do all the routes if you wanted, but you don't have to. There's some number of routes, less than all, to get the ending of the game. And I figure we could at least play up until that point. I don't necessarily know what that'll get us, but I think that'd be a good place to aim for it. All right. Quick here. And as always, we will be back on Tuesday live streaming as we continue our journey through Final Fantasy 13 into Chapter 4 of that game. The Vile Peaks. So, a lot of junk and lava monsters, I'm betting. Beyond that, let's see if we can go pay someone a visit here. There we go. Let's go say Wiz. Wiz actually just got in his new debut. He debuted his new model, playing some Final Fantasy, Stranger of Paradise. So that should be fun. For those of you on YouTube, I wish you well. Feel free to drop me a subscribe if you enjoyed the stream. We of course stream on Sundays and Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Mountain, and of course VODs and videos on the channel all the time. For Twitch people, we will be going into Wiz's chat. As always, please be respectful of Wiz's rules. And I will see you all on Tuesday. That said, you guys have a great time. And have a wonderful week. And a big thank you out there, whether you were chatting, whether you were lurking, whether you were watching on the VODs. All right. Take care, everybody.